The following is a presentation of the Belly Up Sports Media Network.
The 1420 Sports Bar Podcast, 4 beer sports talk and a whole lot more. Show number 360. I don't even know anymore. Jim Lee takes care of that for us. Today's show on October 5th, 2023. Today's show is brought to you by SeatGeek.com and the SeatGeek app. Use promo code 1420pod at SeatGeek.com today and save yourself $20 on your first purchase there at SeatGeek. And remember, we are part of the Belly Up Media Network. Go to bellyupsports.com for all the great articles and other podcasts such as Crap Booth Sports, the Corner Booth Podcast, and Rising to the Occasion. What else we got? And thank you for listening to the show, whether it's in podcast form or when we get it up on YouTube later on tomorrow, usually how that usually works out. Dave, you work with some younger guys or employees of yours, and I'm around the ball field with some younger guys. And when I was in my past life, and it's a saying, I don't know how long it's been going around here, but it's one that's drove me nuts for quite some time. Is when a kid or I shouldn't say a kid because lots of people say it, but when people do something not right, or you're not supposed to say not right or wrong, but when people fuck things up, and then they tap themselves in the chest twice, because it's always twice for some reason.
My bad.
And they say, my bad. Does that just automatically exonerate them from anything they could have fucking done? Because it drives me. It wasn't my fault that you ran over my cat. It wasn't my fault you burned my business down. And so as soon as a person says, my bad, and if you tap yourself on the chest, it's just gone away.
Well, see, there's taking personal accountability for the
bad.
The whatever just happened. But you know, I have a 13-year-old boy, and
you must say it all the time.
I hear that a bit, and then like, can we just stop saying that? Well, you know, like I'm sorry. Like, what do you want me to do? I want you to not have to say my bad. Right. And it's not a constant thing. And I don't constantly fight with my son. Don't get me wrong. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But those little things like my bad. Yeah. But it's been your bad 7 times in a fucking row. When you're done playing games in the room, grab your empties, grab your grab your chip bags. That's it. That's all I'm asking. It's not a lot. Yeah. My bad. Like, I know it. Like, you know, and then
it sure is fucking mine.
And then that's when I find my irrational anger. Like, it's just like, yeah, I know, but that's what we're talking about. Well, sorry. See, and don't say that anymore either. Like, I appreciate you taking ownership of what you didn't do.
See, I'd rather hear sorry, because then because then that gets thrown around a lot too.
But then
they're
that's
not
the same
really
thing.
Sorry, so whatever. But because maybe they're showing a little bit of remorse, but my bad seems to exonerate any wrongdoing, just because my bad is the flavor of the week for the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years, whatever it's been when that's come around. It drives me nuts, like absolutely nuts.
Well, when was the last time, like on even in People's Court back in the day with Judge Wapner? What do you have to say for yourself? My bad.
Well, it was my bad. Like,
fuck then. Like, it's
I ran over
you
that
walk
dog,
away,
and I said my bad to them. So really, Judge, it's like, really, it's my bad that we're even here, Judge Wapner.
I stole my neighbor's cat and impregnated her daughter. My bad.
My bad.
Well,
like
my bad.
Can we go now? I got happy hour.
I got shit to do, right? Like
my bad. I got happy hour to go too.
The Bears and Commodores are on, so I got to get out of here.
Yeah, that's their bad. That one. Those 2 fucking teams tonight. Jesus Christ.
So as we're talking, it's halftime of this game, and
27-3. You because we do our weekly football picks. No one wants to hear about that bullshit, but I'm doing pretty good in that pool. I'm in second place, and I would not have picked Chicago to begin with, but when I was doing my picks today, and thanks for reminding me, obviously, but because I do forget to hit send sometimes, or pick whatever it is, and I wasn't going to pick the Bears tonight, but when I was doing them, I vividly heard your voice in my eardrum saying, you know what, the Commodores aren't that bad. That's okay. Yeah, here we go. So it's just kind of funny how that all works out. Like, I mean, it doesn't much matter.
And when I sat down, I had to pick up the boy from ball practice as well, right? And it's like, and then when I got here and I turned it on, and it was like, holy fuck. They on our thing, they give the percentage of picks, like not just our pool, but every pool. Is 93% of the people picked Commodores to win
and you
tonight.
watch if the Bears do end up holding on to this, because remember they did lose that one to your Denver Broncos last week when they were up by 21 or whatever it was. And if the Bears hold on to win this one, there's 7% of the population is going to be insufferable tomorrow. And then they might get punched in the face. And you know what? When those guys get punched in the face, the puncher is going to say, you know what? That's my bad.
Too bad you're not hanging out with the Greek in-laws this weekend, right? Like,
yeah,
at least
maybe
they'd
it'd be
have
a little
some...
bit of a more joyous occasion with James and the Bears and everything else. And
well, you'd have...
Actually, we were talking Jan upstairs because we were in Vegas a few years back, and Dick Butkus was doing one of those autograph signings at one of those places in Vegas, and she got a Dick Butkus autographed football for James, and got her picture taken and autographed with Dick Butkus. So, anyways, rest in peace to Dick Butkus, one of the all-time greats in football. And when you look at guys like that, and we'll get into this a little bit later, but how sports is just so much different 50 years ago or 40 or 30 years ago, even to what it is now. Like, Butkus didn't mind ripping a guy's head off to win a football game. Like, all those guys, like, it was nuts.
Yeah, if he had to play, I would imagine he would be ejected probably within the first half of the first game he played. Like, and we talk about physical conditioning and all that kind of stuff, and it's different that way. But just if we want to talk about attitude and the shit he did, like, he would get taunting penalties, he would get roughing penalties, he would get everything. It was a different game. And it's not that it's become wussified. I think it's just because the athletes
it couldn't keep up with the pace that it's at, because with the strength, not the strength so much, but with the athleticism of the guys. Speed and the athleticism more than anything else. Like, they're just the pure...
You can't play like that anymore. People would die.
There would be there'd be maimings and everything else. But yeah, and didn't Butkus, wasn't he on that sitcom Webster? Wasn't he on that?
No, that was Alex Karras.
Alex Karras. Because he played with the Bears as well, I think.
I think he was a Detroit Lion.
Well, he's Greek. Who cares? Whatever. It doesn't matter.
Fucking Greeks. Yeah.
Anyways, Dave, we are the wild card round is done. Kind of went out.
Done. No go home games.
It went out without a whimper, and that's something we can talk about if you want. How it's kind of anticlimactic, and you get two more games. You get two more games: the Kansas City Royals, the Oakland A's, and that's it. And you see you later. Thanks, bye, see ya. I think they got to do something with that a little bit. Like, I get it. It's Major League Baseball's better for the last 2 weeks of the regular season because of the wild card. Like, 100%, I get it. It keeps more fan base involved and everything else. But last year there was only one series of the four that went to 3 games. That was the Mets and the Padres. And then this year, all 4 were done. See you later, and that's it. There's no games tonight, and you got to wait till Saturday, which isn't a long period of time, obviously. But I don't know what you can do.
And 2 home teams, though. Oh, sorry, finish the thought.
I don't know what you can do to make it more better, as my dad used to say. I don't know, because it kind of seems like yesterday when it was all done, because the games last night were pretty much done by the 5th inning, the 2 late games. The only game that was actually kind of close was the Jays game that we're going to talk about at length here in a little bit. But the other games, the other 3 games yesterday were, well, that's it. See you later. It's baseball, but it's just one of those things.
It is baseball, and it really isn't about the best record going into the playoffs. It's who's hotter, and the hotter teams won, right? The hotter teams won. I'd like to mock Tampa Bay for having, I read today,
19,000.
They had the lowest playoff attendance since 1919, over 100 years. You know,
they had 19,000 for that game on Tuesday afternoon, and like it's a pretty piss poor. Like, I should talk about that. It's really piss poor planning by baseball, I think, because you think about it. The Jays game started at 2:30 in the afternoon Mountain Standard Time on Tuesday, so that means it's 1:30 Pacific time, and a good chunk of our population lives in BC and Vancouver, and a good chunk lives in Edmonton and Calgary here, and on it goes. Yes, most people in Canada live in Ontario, but they're the biggest, one of the biggest fan bases in baseball is Canada, or for the Jays is the entire country Canada, right? It's because they got everybody else, and so they have one of the bigger fan bases throughout all of Major League Baseball. And so when you basically have a half your population not being able to watch a game because they're at sports, that's a big fail. That's a huge fail in my opinion.
I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that because even though so whatever, what is the population of Canada right now? 40 million from coast to
Something
coast?
like that, yeah.
35 to 40 million. But it's 7 time zones. Like, so what are you going to do? Right. Like
Well, here's what I think. I think because baseball is such a regional sport throughout the season anyways, why not just play all 4 games at once? You're not gaining viewers by having less people watching the Marlins Phillies series.
no, I think
how many Canadian, how many Jays fans, I'm not saying baseball fans, how many Jays fans stayed up to watch that fucking Phillies Marlins game last night?
Well, I was there because I was curling, so I caught the end of it when I was off the
That
ice
atmosphere
curling.
Phillies electric, unbelievable.
Yeah, that is it is pretty cool to watch them play. But when you have a team such as Toronto, you got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it sometime. Like it used to be all day games. Like, so when you have 4 games in one day, why don't you start staggering it? Like starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, one game at 1 game at 2:30 Eastern, 1 game at 3:30 Eastern, 1 game at 4:30 Eastern, and just stagger it. Because in the baseball honks, you can watch whatever game you want. Like the NFL does it at 11 o'clock Mountain Standard Time every single Saturday.
That's on a weekend,
Sunday,
not a weekday.
Yeah, but like, what the fuck are you supposed to do? We got to get these games in.
I
Like,
think they would have been. I think
it.
they would have been better off. I mean, but the ratings don't matter. Like the TV ratings that in Canada don't matter for the book down in the States, right? So
For
like
sure.
the sexier series to me was the Toronto Minnesota series compared to Milwaukee and Arizona, right? That's just for me.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, and they all and well, the Phoenix has the bigger TV market than
well, there is that.
Than Minnesota and Milwaukee. I don't know what kind of TV market that carries. Tampa, I don't know what kind of TV market that carries.
Goals, who cares?
Yeah, like it's disgusting.
19,000.
Instead of like, okay, we're doing a new we're gonna make a new building. Big fucking deal. Right?
Maybe doesn't work there. Right?
Yeah, like if I was that owner, I would look into relocating because he's done everything he can putting a competitive product on the field, and like no one's done better. Like maybe he should be able to go to Vegas as opposed to the asshat that tried to fail in Vegas.
Like, I guess I've never been to Tampa St. Pete, so I don't know, but I guess that building is quite a ways away from where the metropolitan population is.
But that's what it is. Like, and that's where they gave him the franchise 30 odd years ago, and this is what they got to deal with. And then in the playoffs every friggin' years. Could you imagine what Reds fan or Pirates fan or Bray or like what those fans would do with it? A traditional baseball market.
Like if that game's in Cincinnati or Pittsburgh yesterday at 2:00 Mountain Time, which is 4:00 Eastern, which isn't a horrible time. Tell your boss you're leaving, or just tell him you're fucking sick and you're going to the fucking
or just tell him you're going to the game.
I'm going to the ball game. I'm see you. Like it doesn't happen very often.
Yeah,
Cincinnati and Pittsburgh would have been packed.
Yeah. Well, Minnesota was packed. Right? So it was jammed. Yeah. It was definitely.
And Minnesota's packed, expecting to lose.
Yeah.
Really, it's been.
Well, no, they listened to the podcast. I told them, don't worry about it.
There it is. Let's get into that, Dave. The Jays, their season came down to a screeching halt yesterday. 5:30 Mountain Standard Time. She was all done, but the crying, and the crying's been pretty hot and heavy throughout Canada all day long, and for some of the right reasons, for some of the wrong reasons, but in general, Dave, the Jays. Those 2 games were a microcosm of their season. They didn't get any hitting, and their manager's not very good, or the team. Or you know what? The team's just not very fucking good. I'm not gonna just say that guy and the management or this and that. That team just isn't very good. Plain and simple.
No, they're not good. Sorry, they are good, but they're not clutch. And and I think we touched upon it. Like it's just, it's like I say it all the time about different players. Stop telling me you're good. Show me you're good. And the hitters, they're not good. They're not good.
Not at all.
But you know what? I don't give a fuck what your launch angle is, what your exit velo is. I don't give a fuck about all that stuff. If you're gonna hit into double plays with the bases loaded, you're useless. You know, if you're gonna wait on, well, like if only we would have got 1 or 2 hit home runs. It wasn't about home
But you
runs, and
didn't.
this is the exact thing. Like the Jays lost both games, and it had nothing to do with not hitting home runs. It had everything to do with not delivering with runners in scoring position.
You know, yesterday,
A single.
Sonny Gray's a really good pitcher. Like, he's not great, but he's a really good pitcher. He's gotten better as he's gotten older. He had a bit of a rough stretch there with the Yankees when they picked him up out of Oakland, and then he went to Cincinnati and got kind of reinvigorated and everything else. They got 2 guys on in the first, they got 2 guys on in the second, didn't produce yesterday, and right there, and they got a couple, and there was a couple of plays there, like especially that's in the first inning there. I think it was Bichette hit that ground ball to third base. That probably would have been a ground out, but then it hits the base, and you think, okay, because that's how baseball works. Like when you get those bounces, things are happening. You go, hey, they're going to be all right. And Springer hit the leadoff double down the line, and on it goes. And you think, you know what, they're going to be okay. And then just didn't get a hit after that. Like, just didn't get any hits. And like, you can talk about not getting home runs, and like, I'm glad you brought it up. The exit velo when this guy swings it this hard. If you don't have a good batting average, I have been pounding this thing since we started doing this podcast. I've been pounding this and trying to get in people's heads. If you don't have a good batting average and you have a good exit velo, you fucking suck. I don't care. I don't care what your exit velo is. I don't care.
Hit them where they aim, right? You know, when the bases are loaded with 1 out, you don't need a grand slam. You need a fucking single, and then it's a tie game. That's it. Like, you don't need a home run. You don't need a fucking home run.
You know, you go back to that 2003. You go back to like, I'll talk about the Yankees, how they were successful back in the 2000s and the early 2000s, late 90s there. And I remember vividly the Jorge Posada bloop double down the line with 2 guys on, and it was just a bloop double that scored 2 runs, and that kind of got everything going. And they came back, tied it up, and the Boone home run the whole bit. It wasn't a home run; it was a pitch in on the hands. It was a great pitch by Martinez. And it blooped over, and all of a sudden, you know, the Yankees ended up surviving and winning that series. They lost the World Series to Florida, but you don't need to swing all out of your ass every time the bat leaves your shoulders. Put the ball in play, make something happen. When you strike out, 100% of the time you will not get on base. 100% unless the catcher misses it, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I completely agree. And these analytic nerds and what the nerds have made baseball into is like a home run or nothing. While Minnesota won game 1 on home runs. Well, yeah, but 3-1. You know,
2 hits by one guy.
2 hits by one guy. You know, and you know, you're gonna put your fucking season, your 162 games and whatever payroll and whatever you've done in this, honestly, really, really, really good, like A- pitching staff.
Pitching staff was built to win something this year. I don't know about a World Series, but they should have been not. They should be playing Saturday.
You bet. They didn't lose because of their pitching. They lost because of the lack of hitting.
Like, we'll get into that pitching change a little bit here in a second here, but you know, like the Jays have been touting that lineup for quite some time, especially, and I'll point fingers at these 2 fucking guys. I don't give a shit. They don't listen to this, and I don't give a shit if they did, but they've been hoisting these guys and parading them around Lethbridge or Toronto and all over Canada for a long time. In Bo Bichette and Vladdy Guerrero Jr. You can't say one guy lost the game yesterday because you don't know if Bichette would have got a hit in the 6th inning when Vladdy got picked off, but because Vladdy got picked off, you didn't get to find out if Bo was going to get a hit, right? And that is a simple thing that you tell me if I'm wrong. This is a simple product of these kids that they just don't give a fuck. They were born a silver spoon in their mouth, and they don't care if they win or lose. They don't. They're good enough. Whatever. We won. We lose. Yeah, good enough. My daddy made fucking 500 million or whatever it was. I'm good. Guerrero does not take the fucking game of baseball seriously enough to be called a leader. He comes to the camp out of shape all the time. He sits at first base, fucking talking to every person who comes through there like it's fucking an evening at the Improv, for fuck's sakes. The guy's a fat slob who got picked off at second base, and he cost his team he might have cost him a baseball game and maybe a chance to move on the playoffs yesterday.
I hear what you're saying. I wouldn't put it in the exact terms that you are.
You're 50 and I'm only 49, so you're a little more mature than I am. But yeah.
But Vladdy has to grow the fuck up.
He has to grow the fuck up.
And then these two kids, I think Bichette had a really good year. I think he's improving year after year.
He's a better player than Guerrero.
Guerrero. Guerrero is digressing. He's shitty. He's kind of shitty. And know our number one prospect, and he's been told how great he is. It's just one of those kids, right?
100%.
He was
taking batting practice with his dad when he was 12, and he was hitting baseballs out of whatever park. That's all it is. That's fucking good.
You're going to be good. You're so talented. We're going to win with you. We're going to win with you. You're going to be a leader. You're going to be a leader. And so he's been told he's a leader, but he doesn't know how to lead because of that fucking shit. If Jasper got picked off like he did yesterday, 2 out, first base
guy
open,
on third, where the fuck are you going?
What are you doing?
Where are you going? You're not going to score. You're not going to score on an easy single because you're too fat to fucking get there. Aren't. It has to be a clean base hit, a deeper base hit. You aren't scoring from that position, you fat fuck. Where are you going?
There is zero reason to take a greedy lead on second. Zero reason, and that's just lazy. That's lazy in the brain.
Looking up
not
the fucking
focused
hot dog
on the game.
stand, probably, for fuck's sake.
Whatever,
I couldn't believe it.
But it's simply inexcusable. It's absolutely inexcusable.
You know what?
And you know what? Let me finish this thought. I'm kind of glad that Vlad Jr. has to sit on that for the winter.
He don't give a fuck.
Well, we're gonna find out because he's been told how great he is for a while now, and now he has to think about that. And you think his old man is going to be happy about that? He's embarrassing the family name.
When he got picked off there, and it was clean, and they went upstairs for the just because you have
to waste. No, you don't.
One of those
have
things.
To.
He was out by a lot, and the first thing he did, instead of taking onus for himself, was point the dugout and said, "I'm okay. Can't be me. I'm perfect. I never fuck up." He pointed the dugout. No, dude, you're out. Pick your braids off the fucking ground. Get your helmet off and get the fuck off the field. Sitting there and pointing and asking for help. It was you who fucked that up, not anybody else. Get the fuck off the field.
All you have to do at that point is just lay down and touch second, right? Because you're only that far away. The second,
I don't know if they would have won or not, but if Bichette gets a hit there, but we'll never know. We'll never know because of that.
That's indicative of the problems in that clubhouse. There's no player leaders. I like Springer and I like Chapman, but clearly they don't have. They need someone. They
need a manager. They need a guy like fucking Gibbons who would have fucking not allowed that to happen throughout the year.
Yeah, but Gibbons and so let's go to that, right? What can Schneider do? Because obviously he's a slave to the analytic people.
Well, let's get into that right now.
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. 47 pitches.
And he was rolling in the fourth.
His shit was electric.
He was nasty, and he gets yanked in the fourth. And I thought something was up there. I was watching the game there, and they said that Kikuchi was already warming up, and it was the first inning. I'm like, what the fuck? Why? And I've never you look at the 2019 Dodgers when they brought Kershaw out of the bullpen, and that went sideways for him, and he'll never get rid of that little monkey on his back no matter what.
But that was in the 7th inning.
But I'm saying, when you start bringing guys who are starters, and starters are creature of habit, to think that a starter is going to come out of the bullpen middle of the inning, blah blah blah, and it's going to be okay. That was mistake number one. Right off the bat. Mistake number two, so you go ahead, you tell what your thought process of how the whole thing kind of just reeked right from the beginning of the game.
Well, he was dealing. Sure, he had 2 guys on, and
just one walk. That was it.
Yeah, and then the analytics are suggesting that now because we have lefties on, we got to bring in a lefty after 47 fucking pitches in the third inning. It's it's just a head scratch. That means I don't know. Like I think we chatted just before we started. Like my spidey senses were tingling because I was listening on the radio, and they're like, all pitchers, all the starters are in the bullpen today. Like everybody's on deck, everybody's ready to go. I'm like, why the fuck would everybody be ready to go? Like, you're gonna need someone to pitch game 3, and if you win, and B, like it just doesn't make fucking sense. And then it's like the nerds wanted to
Be the
take
smartest man in
control,
the room.
just try like and and this is one of those things, like I can't believe Snyder, even though I don't agree with a lot of shit he does, but after this move I think he's kind of blameless. I think he's kind of
There's no way. There's no way a guy who
a,
played baseball at any level would have said, "I'm going to make this move." That decision was made on fucking Tuesday night at midnight at the Marriott in downtown Minneapolis by the nerds and Atkins and analytics guys and whoever else. That script was written. As soon as we get to this guy, he's out. There's no way that Kikuchi's even warming up on a regular day without a script being done that Schneider was told he had to follow, and it goes to show how much the nerds and the upper management runs baseball teams nowadays. How there's no fucking feel for a baseball team anymore. There's none, and every team uses analytics. Others use them better, but yesterday was a gross display of how analytics are not supposed to be used, and it was disgusting.
It's and then in the baseball in the Jays defense, like how does a hitter feel about that? Like, really, this is the fucking like these kids have played baseball, they know baseball, they've watched baseball, they know this isn't the right move, and they're watching their manager do this, and like, well, what the fuck are we just like?
Pretty much every player to a man throughout. I've listened today and yesterday. They're like, I can't believe that happened. I can't. So now you're like, am I that disposable that some guy with a binder in his book and some on a spreadsheet's going to decide whether I'm hot or not? You cannot put if a guy's slider's working that day or his fastball's electric. You can't put if a guy's got an extra crack in his bat. You can't get up. You can't put a spreadsheet if the guy's got more sleep or not.
I'm seeing it, right? Yeah.
I can see with my eyeballs. I can physically see it
hard. Yep. Yeah, and that's absolute bullshit because like so now this asshole. Asshole Schneider being the asshole in question. Like, you want me to listen to him when I know there's some fucking asshole upstairs, like in front of
so
five monitors and looking at spreadsheets, not highlights, not anything. And he's the one actually pulling the strings, not the guy that's coming to me and saying like, I think you gotta, change your approach in this, and I think you got to do this.
The whole thing
Go
just
fuck
stunk
yourself.
to high heaven yesterday.
Like why would anyone want to play for the Jays after this?
Like they didn't lose the game, like we said, they didn't lose the game because of the pitching. Kikuchi gave up the one hit. He walked the guy, and they got the 2 runs, and like one got charged.
They lost the game because they can't hit.
But they didn't hit. They didn't hit, and they didn't hit. You look at that Philadelphia team, like we were saying earlier on, how that building is just electric, and they're feeding off the energy of the crowd, and it looks to me like a team like that, they're allowed to play baseball a little bit. Yeah, they have analytics and on it goes, but you look at teams that get it and play hard, and you look at that Phillies team last couple nights, and yeah, it's playoff baseball is the atmosphere. The Phillies look just light years ahead of what the Jays are.
Oh, 100%. The confidence and the thing, and they're playing for each other, and yes, they do have better players. Especially at the dish. If the Phillies got the Jays pitching staff, they would be the World Series favorite. I'm sure, like from top to bottom. Like
that's gonna be one fuck of a series with Atlanta. Jeez,
that should almost be the. I wish that was the NLD.
It's too bad it's only a 5-gamer. Like it's really too bad. That's gonna be a fucking beauty.
It's kind of like Oilers Vegas last year in the semifinals. But in the second round. But it is what it is, and I'm really looking for who's not looking forward to Phillies Braves, because that ought to be just a fucking brawl, and I'm really looking forward to that. Sorry.
If you let's play like we do this every once in a while. We'll do a little bit of a role play here, and let's go back. If you were let's go back to 5 years or 6 years, whatever it was, and let's say if Russ Atkins was in charge of the I'll be Russ Atkins and you'll be John Gibbons, who was the manager for those great Jays teams that almost got to the World Series a couple of times. And we'll have the meeting on the hotel on Tuesday night. I'll be Russ Atkins and you be Gibby, and we'll go from there. John,
I'm
can you have a
Gibby. I'm Gibby or Schneider.
You're Gibby. We know what happened with Schneider. Schneider agreed to it all.
Oh, okay.
Last night. Let's go back 6-7 years when Gibby was still the manager, and they're going to have a John. How you doing tonight? You had a couple beers tonight. How's it going?
Yeah, doing fine. What can I do for you, boss?
Well, I was sitting here with Arvid and Leonard, and we have a game plan for tomorrow. How this is all going to go down, and we just want to get your blessing because I'm not asking you. I'm telling you this is how it's going to go down. How we're going to manage his pitching staff. When David Price gets to about 45, 50 pitches in about the third inning. Or fourth, I'll go to the fourth. When he gets to about not even 2 times to the lineup, you're going to go to the mound and you're going to take David Price out. Yeah, he's probably one of the best in baseball right now. But we figure it's best for the organization to and this game tomorrow that we haven't even started playing yet. That we think it's best that you take David Price out tomorrow before we get too deep into the game.
Well, so you're saying in the fourth inning you want me to pull Price? Like, what's the score? Are we down?
Well, it's we're hoping for no score because we haven't been hitting the ball very well lately. So we're just hoping for no score. We hope the bullpen takes care of business. But I don't even want you to go to the bullpen. We'll probably throw another starter in mid inning, and I'll tell you like that's what me, Arvid, and Leonard decided to do tonight and or tomorrow. So we're that's what we're doing tomorrow.
Can you get Arvid and Leonard in the room here with me?
Well, they're already they're having Shirley Temples down the hotel bar there, so I no, they're probably not available right now. I thought this would be a better conversation between the two of us.
If you think I'm pulling David Price in a 0-0 game in a 4-0 in a 0-0 game in the fourth inning after 50 pitches, you might as well fire me now. Well, it's best for the team. You might as well fire me now. You might as well fire me fucking now because you're fucking stupid. I hope you're stupid.
And that's exactly what it is.
And that's how like Schneider, like same yesterday, like when that happened, like I as a manager, I think I would just say like fuck it. No, Berrios stays in.
Call upstairs, he's staying in.
Yeah. And then what are you gonna do? Fire me?
Mid inning?
Yep. What are you
I'm
gonna
probably
do?
done anyways.
Fucking,
I was hired as a patsy regardless. I wasn't hired for any pedigree that I have. I was hired because I was fucking in the minor leagues.
So now he's not fired. Now he gets to manage. Do you want to manage next year? This is what you do. Like what happens there? Like what does a baseball guy when they tell him to do this? Like, this is not smart. This is not smart. This is not smart.
Yeah,
fire me. Fucking fire me then.
Fire me. I have some integrity in the baseball.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm good. I'll find a job being the fucking assistant pitching coach for the fucking Lethbridge Bulls or whatever the fuck.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like there's a minor league team that wants.
There's always something
don't
somewhere.
Worry. Like I'll find a job.
Yeah, when you have that resume and everything else, and it's just it's unbelievable the way that all turned out. Like it's crazy. It's absolutely fucking crazy. Like you said, they didn't hit, so it didn't much matter. But it's no, it's crazy.
But I think a move like that actually deflates the bench.
100%.
Right? Like,
bench because then you're like
they suck anyways, right? Like they have no clutch gene in that entire lineup.
Like they don't have any faith in our starting pitcher where they're giving him $31 million a year over the next 8 years or whatever it is.
And
what faith they have in me?
Dealing. He was fucking dealing.
Like, what faith they have in me? You know what? Fuck them. Fuck him. Fuck them all.
So, and this is my conspiracy theory. Like these two, the management came from fucking Cleveland. Same thing, right? They made him competitive, but they never won shit, right? They came close against Chicago, and that's it, right? And now, like it's Yankees light. It's Chicago light. We got season tickets sold for the next 10 years. We're making good money. Our owners at Bell are happier than shit because they're getting We get good ratings because we have a competitive team. We have the 35 million fans across the nation because it's not about.
The renovations are happening at the Sky Dome, so more people come
Oh
through the
yeah,
gates and on
yeah.
it goes. We don't need to win.
We're monetizing. We just need to be competitive, and then people are going to come. And I honestly think that's what the thing is. Like we don't give a fuck about winning actually anymore. We just want to be competitive and we want to monetize, and that's what they're doing.
I been trying to piece together how to do something about this with me and you about how there's a large portion of franchises that don't. Yeah, if you win, great. You get more T-shirts sold, blah blah blah, and more tickets, more people through the stands in the playoffs, and on and on and on. But at the end of the day, if these guys are making good dough, they don't spend good dough. So why would you? Right? These in general, the owners, like there's a lot of owners, they don't give a fuck if they win.
And I believe that's the Blue Jays right now. And I honestly
They'd
believe
rather win. They'd obviously rather win, but they're not kicking rocks down the road with their lips hanging, right?
No, absolutely not.
They're like, all right, well, try again next year.
Maybe
and I think that's a lot to, like a lot of sports are that way, Dave. Now is like even athletes nowadays, like you obviously like when guys win, they're very happy and they get a World Series title. But these guys got so much fucking money when they lose, they're like, well, go to my yacht, I guess.
Well, and then we can also party our asses off when we fall ass backwards into a playoff spot, right? How's that champagne feel now, fuckers?
Well,
where's your goggles?
Four teams got beat out yesterday, and they partied their asses off either Friday or Saturday or Sunday, whatever day it was, and then they got 2 more games in the Oakland A's, the Kansas City Royals. That's it.
Yeah, and
like it's borderline embarrassing, actually.
I had a wee fight with my kid. The Jays are done. No, man, they have a 70% chance of winning today, and this was on game 1. I go, bet they don't do it, bud. Bet they don't do it. And how'd you know? Because they're not clutch.
There's a feel.
They just don't fucking care. The guys at the plate don't fucking care.
I laugh at that when you're watching a game and they have the percentage on the TV or whether you're on the app or whatever. And if you're scrolling through your phone to see the scores and winning percentage, you know what? It's 50%. You might not. This 93, and especially in the second, like fuck off.
Unless they're putting a 6 spot up, but right.
If it's 8-0 in the second, okay, well then it's 95%. I get
starter after
but when it's 3-2 in the fourth, you got a 93%. So a fucking bloop and a blast, all of a sudden it's 4-3. Where's that 93% now, you fucker?
Yeah.
It makes me nuts. Nerds make me nuts. That. Arvid and fucking Leonard. Wonder what they're doing nowadays.
Well,
I don't even know who they are, but yeah.
Well, cash and paychecks.
Well,
they're not getting fired.
They're getting the analytics ready for next season already.
Well, they still Bichette and Vlad. They still have 2 more years of those guys at a reduced rate, so they're gonna trade them. Because, you might have to trade Vlad because what the fuck are you gonna do with that? What kind of contract are you gonna give that guy? And fucking 250 average, 25 home runs.
You alluded to it earlier. Like he's living on his dad's legacy and what he was supposed to be when he was 18 years old, and he won a home run contest. And blah, blah. Like that's what he is, and he's only going to get worse. He's not going to get any better.
Well, he better figure it out because
eventually you run out of. You can be a fan favorite, but eventually if you suck, you're not a fan favorite anymore. Yeah, you gotta smile and have a good time and dumping fucking ice cubes out of your Yeti cooler onto fucking Hazel May and the gang after a fucking win against Oakland in June that nobody cares about. But when games like that happen and mistakes like that happened yesterday, people start to remember that shit.
Yeah, they'll forgive you guys your cold bat, but that shit that happened on second base, that's fucking little league.
Yeah. No,
that
should never happen.
Something a coach is going to take. Like I would take my kid to task for that.
Inexcusable.
Fuck happened? Yeah. What was going on there? What were you doing? You weren't paying attention. You weren't paying attention.
100%. I was going to steal third. No, there was a guy at third. Right.
My bad. My bad.
There it is. Right. We brought it full circle. My bad. Full fucking circle right there. My bad. Vladdy patting himself in his chest, pulling his dreadlocks out of
Thanks,
the fucking
Vlad.
dirt.
My bad.
No, my bad. Oh, did you forget me, Blue Jays Nation? My bad. Yeah, everything's forgiven. Fucking idiot.
Yes, it was your bad. No.
Yeah, we know. We're well aware. You didn't have to even announce that. What?
No.
And speaking, through your interpreter saying my bad. Yeah.
It's funny how the English gets shittier when you have to.
Yeah, when you have a bad game. Yeah.
When you have to become more accountable. Yeah.
When your home run go 2 for 3 or 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs. Oh, hey, things are good.
Damn
it. My bad. Oh, don't speak Anglais. Yeah.
No.
Oh, fuck. Anyways, there it is. Anyways, the 1420 Sports Bar Podcast, for Beer Sports Talk and a whole lot more. This segment was brought to you by SeatGeek.com, the SeatGeek app. Use promo code 1420pod at SeatGeek.com today and save yourself $20 on your first purchase at SeatGeek. My bad.
For all you Blue Jays fans that are looking to get divorced, just DM me. I'll tell you how it works. Because,
we'll draft up the papers.
Well, I have it from the Oilers, and it'll save you some steps. And I'm just glad I didn't marry the Jays back in '91 when we were kids and winning World Series.
Unbelievable. That was like
It wasn't unbelievable. I predicted it.
No,
exactly.
I didn't think it would win. I didn't have
believable.
much faith in them to win something, but for something that was kind of in their grips and just like, no, they're going to Toronto it. They're going to leaf it. Like the Blue Jays leafed it.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it, right? Anyways.
Fuck. They're bad.
They're bad. They're bad. There you go.
They're bad.
You just listened to the 1420 Sports Bar Podcast. For Beer with Sports Talk and a whole lot more. We are part of the Belly Up Media Network. Let's get into it.